Hey, how you doing? And grab some popcorn and your socks and have a seat. This is pretty wild. Anyway, I'll put this on here to show you something. This is an airliner at probably less than, of course, 10,000 feet, probably even less than 5,000. This is infrared of it, and I have to assume it's an airliner. I'm not exactly sure what kind, but if it's a 747, then this is like 250 feet from here to here. And this area right here, the cockpit fuselage area here, is 20 or 30 feet tall. If it's 747, it's a good 30 feet tall. Okay, because there's 3 stories on a 747 in the front. If not, it's still at least 20 feet. This right here is why I'm showing you this photograph right here. This is a screen grab, actually. Okay, now let me show you the next one here. I took this video after this. Again, this is set at the same level as best I could get it, okay? And that affects this enlargement area here, which of course affects this image that you're seeing. And again, this right here, whatever this is in the back of this, which I think this is a heat shield, okay? This has got to be at least 30 feet tall, which means you can get a whole lot of people in here. So this thing is really big, whatever it is. I stood there and watched this thing for a good 5 to 10 minutes on the horizon, thinking that it was an airliner or something at the distance because it was twinkling. You know, you get that atmospheric distortion. So I thought it was a landing light, strobes coming this way. So I just stood there and watched it. Every now and then I would look through the infrared camera. I'd see it in there, and I'd look away from the camera, and I could still see it. That's why I didn't photograph it. I thought, gotta be an airliner at a distance. So I just stood there and watched it and watched it. Pretty soon it got close enough that I realized it wasn't a standard aircraft. And then it was a scramble city to try and get some images of it. This is another screen grab of it. You can see that unit there in the back end of it. This is a screen grab from when I had put it through another filter, trying to figure out what it was that I was looking at here. This unit in the back here has got variations, okay, in the light signature. This here doesn't, okay, which indicates possibly to me that this may well be a heat shield because it is generating the same amount of heat throughout the entire surface area here, whereas this in the back isn't. Pure speculation, of course, on my part, but I, man, I don't know on this one. I mean, I'm just like, well, you know what Gary McKinnon would say, and yeah, I'm name dropping here. Gary McKinnon would say he was gobsmacked, which is exactly how I would describe myself when I was looking at this. This image here is 143 millimeters, and I just took this when it was head on, thinking, you know, if it's an airplane, it's an airplane. If not, at least I've got an image of something. So this is what it looked like front on at 143 millimeters for 1 second. Yeah, it's kind of a blurry image. Well, let's rotate it a little bit to where we're more familiar with a horizontal configuration here. You can see it's got a top and a bottom like rim to it, and the actual construct of the thing probably is more like right in here, you know, a cylindrical shape of some kind. Let's move it up a little bit and enhance the crap out of it. You see there? You can see those striations. You can see a clear top and a bottom of this thing. You know what that is, what that means, I don't know. But like I said, I think possibly if this thing was, in the upper atmosphere, then, this could well be a heat shield in the front of it. And that's just how it looks when you enhance the total tar out of it. Okay, so this is worth waiting for here. This is when I realized this is not an airplane. There's a little guy going across right here at the bottom. You can go back and watch it. There's another one going by. But right here, on this edge right here, I was expecting to see some kind of a strobe, and I wasn't seeing anything anywhere. And I was like, well, that can't be a landing light now. Everything's too packed together. This is when I turned the camera on, the other camera, and thought, I might have something here. And then at that point I realized I did. Scrambling around to try to get it back in frame. It's always a fear of losing track of it. And there it was. Now right here at the end of this video, I'll take 2 images. I'll show those to you. Right there. And right there. And right here is a WTF moment. This is the image, first one. And this is the second one. We'll zoom in on it so you can see it a little bit better. This is 268 millimeters now. And I think what you're looking at is the back end of that image where it was real bright white here in the front. I think that is protecting whatever that was there in the back end. And this thing in the back end is what you're seeing right here as it's flying along. Like I said, I don't have a clue what that thing could possibly be, but that's the other image that I took of it. And you can clearly see that's not a, an airliner or anything even close to something like that. No idea what that thing is, but I thought it was pretty neat anyway. So hope you'll like, share this video, and subscribe possibly. And appreciate you having a look. And take care no matter what you're doing out there. And hopefully we'll get to do this again sometime. I have some other images and videos from that night, but I just wanted to get this one out to you and let you have a look at it. And like I said, I think those photographs are of this section right here. And you can't see this part in the photographs, I don't think. This is, like I said, I believe this is possibly a heat shield. And if it is, that means this thing is a lot higher than that airliner was that I photographed. And that makes this thing gigantic. If it's in the upper atmosphere, it's just got to be absolutely huge. You know what I'm saying? All right. Talk to you later.